without saying, but they finished the period strong, which was a good sign if you're Brett Gibson.
And Elvis Schlepfer for the Swiss, 2 goals and an assist. So for Elvis, a 3-point hockey game as we're underway here in 3. And Team Canada hanging on now to a 1-goal lead. And I'm sure during the break, Brett Gibson a chance to settle his guys down and say exactly what you talked about, Craig. You had a fantastic first period. And the interview, too, with Philip Tomasino. Just get back to what made us successful in the first 20 minutes. Reese chips it in, and here comes Tracy. 3 goals in the tournament for the Canadians. Zary, Tracy going to work far corner. And as those two continue to produce some nice chemistry, this whole line in particular. Reese swings at it, and the Swiss able to move it up ice. Bard brings it in, and the pass through the crease, no one there. Play continues in front of the Team Canada bench, and the puck bounces out of the zone, led by Reese. Has Zary with him. Reese in, tries to drive it in with a forehand, and that was stopped as Haynauer had the pad down.
I like that Jamison Reese has got the mindset of taking that puck to the net.
Gargano around the boards it goes. Slap shot blocked by Harley. He kicks it into the corner. Vukojevic had it, gave it away, and Jobin has it. Jobin gets tied up by Harley and finally released, and here comes Krebs. Little speed up the left wing. Krebs drops off for Holloway. Holloway had it, lost it. And Korchuk has to back up, and he's backed up by his defensive partner Harley. Up ahead for Poulin. Poulin curls back towards the blue line. Harley tries to help him out, cannot. And they got to come back into their own zone. Selsgaber, good job to dig it out, and he's got it. Selsgaber tried to send it across. Ugazi makes the pass. That shot missed by a couple feet. Ugazi again drives it in deep for the Swiss. Considering past Stovall in front, but no one there to clean it up. As Yves Stovall, ranked 129th by NHL Central Scouting for European skaters. Borzak picks it up and gets it away from Stouffville. And it's moved up to Holloway. The give and go with Peltier. Holloway shoots it in, and he put Peltier offside, so the face-off to come out of the zone. Opening few minutes of this third period. And again, that line we talked about, Reese, a good job to drive in.
It was a good play. I was watching Jacob Peltier leave the ice. Almost like he might have twisted an ankle or something, going off a little gingerly. Trainer taking a look at it on the bench.
Up the right side, Tomasino up for Canada over the blue line with some speed. Him and Cousins in deep for Canada. Chip back into the neutral zone, and Jordan spins, curls around, and gets it to Cousins. Cousins over the blue line with Newhook. Stripped of the puck, and at the red line, picked up by Schneider. He shoots it right back in for Team Canada. Zucher sends it behind his own net. Foose gets to it, flips it up high out of the zone, and Schlopfer couldn't get there. Tomasino tracks it down. Pass intended for Newhook, and that was broken up. Suture.
It's another one of those lateral plays. I mean, Dylan Cousins is such a powerful skater and a powerful guy. Just keep moving forward. You now got to go back the other way and expend energy. Those are the little details, bigger details against better teams. You have to get in order.
Legare drives in. Nathan Legare tried to go short side, and he chipped it wide. Missed by Andre Haynauer, and then it's all the way down the ice, and that'll be an icing call.
And you know, I talk about, you know, one of the beautiful things about the young players is the enthusiasm and the passion they play with. But sometimes, you know, the learning curve, the inexperience that they play with, you know, gets them into trouble and gets the team into trouble. That's where you're in a tournament and you're Brett Gibson. You're trying to help them learn quicker. That's why I say Canada's created a lot of their own problems here.
Krebs wins the draw for Canada, and now he's on the puck for the Canadians in the corner. Peyton Krebs. Good job to protect the puck, and he'll dish it off. Drysdale and Washkruk missed him. And Harley hustles back to the blue line and shoots it back in. Fiedler moves it up ice for the Swiss. Hacked back down, but it'll be hacked in, and teammates offside as the stick work by Jamie Drysdale.
Cedric Fiedler, who played in Fargo. He's from that wonderful Swiss city of Boca Raton, Florida. An American that was born in Boca Raton, Florida. So a Swiss player.
Oh, we got Jordan Spence, born in Sydney, Australia, representing Team Canada. As you told the story yesterday, he's lived in quite a few places.
You think about it, Cornwall, Prince Edward Island, Japan, Sydney, Australia. That is a lot of diversity.
And now in northern Sweden, wearing that maple leaf on his crest, is the young defenseman, Jordan Spence, as Vukojevic is now back for Team Canada. Korzak. Caden Korzak, nice job. He'll curl around and get it up to Zary. Zary. Tracy looked to be offside, and he was. Just a step in, and that'll be blown down again.
I've talked about Caden Korzak, and again, like, just there's a steadiness to his game, an understanding of, okay, what play isn't there and what play is there. And you know, for defensemen, a lot of their development is about learning what not to do. And Caden seems to have that ability to say, that isn't the play I can make, I'm going to make this play. Real heady player. Played for Adam Foote this year in Kelowna when Adam took over as coach for Jason Smith. So you would think that there would be a lot of nice instruction from a defenseman such as Adam Foote. But I mean, Jason Smith was a good, solid, hard, competitive defenseman. Not a bad place for a young defenseman to go and get instruction.
Salzgeier won the draw, and Canova behind the net. Cousins chasing after it, and there Spence took a stick up high. And play continues. Canada in numbers. And that should be a penalty, and is hooking the call. As Dylan Cousins, you talked about his speed, Craig, he used it driving towards the net and draws a penalty.
Speed and power. And when he uses his speed and power, he becomes a very difficult player to handle one-on-one. You got to stay with him with the skating. You got to try to get strength and leverage on him. That's not easy to do. So Dylan, you know, play to your strengths. Don't slow down. Don't try to get your arms extended where your power is not going to work to your advantage.
You talked about young men that are travel too. Cousins, a great story. He grew up in Whitehorse in the Yukon.
Four-minute penalty for high sticking. That's what they were discussing.
So that was Spence earlier, and I saw that play, Craig. He took one up high. But obviously that wasn't the initial call that we saw.
Team Switzerland, number 23, Yves Stockfeller. 2 minutes penalty for booking and 2 minutes.
As the discussion continues at the Team Canada bench, and there's another look. It was Spence.
So he got a high sticking penalty on that play and a hooking penalty on this play right there.
And that's how they settle it up.
So that's how he got 4. They're 2 separate penalties.
So Canada, what an opportunity now. On the man advantage, Tracy, far circle. It bounced back. Harley works it across. Newhook, wrist shot, stop, rebound, Tracy scores! Power play goal again, and what a tournament. Braden Tracy converts. Canada up by 2.
There's certain principles of the game that are never going to change. Directing the puck towards the net, getting it onto the net, and then hunting the puck around the net. You turn around defenders, you give the goaltender a lot of different things to consider as the puck comes in there. But this is where it is, right there, an example. Good shot, rebound, and now Tracy can pick it up. And as a player that's got good offensive instincts and good offensive awareness, now you understand where that puck is. You can move in there. Tracy does a nice job of it, but it all starts by making those plays towards the net and shooting the puck, looking for a rebound, turning around defenders. You really create advantages by doing that, and I talked about those lateral plays. If they're not there, get it to the net.
So a power play goal, and for Tracy, his 4th goal now of the tournament for Team Canada. And Canada, of course, still on the power play. Harley starts it up ice, and Harley gets it right back, and he'll try again. He'll set up behind Taylor Gauthier. And here comes the young man who plays for Mississauga in the OHL. He'll drop it off, and here comes Krebs with speed. Krebs zips it up for Harley. As Canada will get set up. Tracy drops it off. Newhook, then dishes. Krebs again. Newhook. Alex Newhook, puck on his stick. Sends it down low. Newhook again. Had it, tried to get it back to Krebs. When the Swiss defender's stick goes flying, he's got to retreat to get it, and Harley's got it. Newhook again. Wrist shot knocked out in front, still loose. Krebs chases after it behind the net. Tracy. Behind the net for Cousins. Cousins near circle. Still with it. 54 seconds remaining in the man advantage. Fluttering centering pass, and Harley couldn't get there, so it comes to neutral ice, allows the Swiss to change. Harley, though, quickly over the blue line for Tracy. Tracy in, fires. Nice stop there. He gets the puck right back for Cousins. Cousins head up, stick handling. He curls around, still with it. Cousins, quick shot, and a bit of a weak one, so no problem there for Andre Haynauer, who covers up. 25 seconds remaining in the power play.
There's Braden Tracy again. First goal, a winning goal against Finland, and then he starts off this game against Switzerland, opening the scoring, and then just a really nice play to get Canada again. I mean, you talk about a good start to a tournament. Braden Tracy has exactly had that.
The record, if you're wondering, for points in a tournament, Tyson Joe set it a few years ago. 15 points in a tournament. And he broke the mark that was set by Connor McDavid. And Connor played for Team Canada the last time the Canadians won gold back in Sochi 2013. As Stouffville is now out of the box, but Canada able to strike on the power play. So a 5-3 advantage now as Stouffville out of the box on the ice. He sends the pass across, picked up right in front, and just out of the reach. Zary had an open net, but it rolled off his stick. Tomasino back for Spence. Tomasino hesitates, drives in, had it chipped away, and then Tomasino has to try to get back into the play, and he steals the puck again from Stouffville. Tomasino for Zary, and the Swiss able to move it up ice. Centering pass across, bouncing on the center net, rebound, scores! Joel Salzgeiber cleans it up in front, and again, the Swiss within one.
So how does it all happen? Tomasino wants to make a play into the middle of the ice in the offensive zone, drive it to the net. So we talk about feeding the Swiss and feeding their game. Well, that's exactly what ends up happening. The play here, Tomasino makes a good play trying to track it, but then he tries to zip it into the middle. It's a soft play, and now here go the Swiss. And so when I talk about Canada creating their own problems and their self-inflicted wounds, there's one right there.
So Joel Salzgeiber in his first major tournament for Switzerland in the first game, and he's got a big goal. So again, the Swiss not going away. And keep in mind, Canada at one point a 3-0 advantage, and then up by 2 in this third period. And again, the Swiss draw within 1. Foos, the backhand between his legs. And Zurcher had it. That shot high and off the netting. As Elvis Schlapfer, already 3 points in the game, was looking for more. Canada leads by 1 in Umeå. Welcome back to Umeå A3 Arena. And Joel Salzgeber has pulled the Swiss within 1. You know, the last few years, the Swiss, last year in Russia, 9th place finish. In Slovakia, they were 8th. United States, 8th. That's where Tyson Joe set that Canadian record, by the way. In Grand Forks, Alfangelsad Arena, where he ended up playing for the Fighting Hawks as well. As we approach the midway point of this third period, and it's been quite the game for Canada. You talk about momentum swings and young players. Well, we've certainly seen it all in this hockey game. Schneider chips it for Tracy. As Stoffel lost his stick, he picks it right back up, and it's moved up to Jamieson Rees. Nice chip to himself. Zeri just stays onside. Rees in front. Tracy fires, and that is stopped as again Braden Tracy looking for the hat-trick goal.
Good offensive players, good goal scorers show up in the right places at the right times. And this is exactly what Braden Tracy does. He times it where he can step right in inside the opponent. Looks like it goes off the heel of his stick. That's why Braden Tracy is not only scoring here, while he was a very good offensive producer in Moose Jaw during this season in the Western Hockey League.
Foos for Switzerland. He'll chip and chase. In comes Foos. Noah Foos below the goal line. Picked up and sent up to Holloway. Dylan Holloway up the left wing. Drives in. Krebs picks it up. Korczak in deep for Canada. And he shoots it behind the net. Krebs picks it up near corner. Zucher sends it up. Foos, weak shot. And that's into the glove of Taylor Gauthier. And the young man who had 15 wins with the Cougars this season makes the stop. Had a good chat with Brett Gibson in time at Queens, and very close relationship with Kirk Muller, now an assistant with the Habs and going over for Team Canada as well to the men's tournament, and gives him a lot of credit. When he was in the OHL as a young player, he said that Muller took a lot of time with him, skated with him, and they were coaches together at Queens, and nothing but high praise for him. As Canada on the move, Korczak fired, that was stopped, and it bounces right to the netminder, and Andre Haynauer will cover it up. So
yeah, you're Brett Gibson, and you have Kirk Muller to help you along and mentor you and give you guidance. That is a real deposit into areas of expertise that Kirk, you know, what he did as a player, what he's doing as a coach, what he is as a person.
Right in front, scores! Dylan Cousins buries it, and Canada up by 2 again.
I have felt that Dylan Cousins has been a little bit tight here, you know, almost trying to be too perfect, trying to find the exact right play, but it starts with him winning the faceoff. And then when he posts up here in front of the net, you can see that he is completely hungry. There's no hesitation in Dylan's game. And when Dylan is a dominant player and somebody that can really take over a game, it's just when he's moving and skating. And when you're not skating and you start to try to make every play to be the very best possible one, sometimes it slows you down, and there was no slowing down there with Dylan.
And you know what, growing up in Whitehorse, he had a backyard rink all year long, which is pretty cool for him. Moved down to BC as a youngster to chase his hockey dreams. And look at him now, representing Team Canada, and a big-time goal. As Cousins has made it 6-4 for Canada over Switzerland. And a big hit there, and taking it was Jamie Drysdale. Hunt towards the net. As Cousins again looking for the tip. Pretty amazing. You move away at 13 years of age to BC, continue your hockey career, and could be just the third ever player to play in the NHL born out of UConn. So, and not just play, he should be a contributing force on a team that takes him. His Cousins ranked number 5 NHL Central Scouting for North American skaters. And a great player here for Canada. Legare has it now for the Canadians. Over the blue line, wrist shot. That stopped. Vukojevic had it. He lost it. Couldn't get a shot away. Washkaruk picks it up. He throws it towards the front of the net, and that deflects off the stick into the far corner.
I'm not wired like a coach, but again, that play there, again, trying to make a play into the middle of the ice. Hammer it to the net.
Legare, a big hit, hammering. Took out his man as Jansen. He was leveled. Bodies continue to fly. Schneider, he's in deep. As the defenseman continues to power through, gets it over to Poulin. Vukojevic, wrist shot, knocked down. Washkaruk, he collects it. Washkaruk, Vukojevic, wrister. And Zucher broke that up, and he's on the puck now for the Swiss, and he'll flip that cross country, and his teammates will take a change. Up ahead quickly, Vukojevic accepts the pass. Puts on the brake, stops, centers, but nobody home. And Washkaruk will collect it in neutral ice. It comes back into Team Canada territory. As that's flipped back in. Had a chance to talk with Kirk Muller to follow up on that story, and I asked him, well, what is this coach going to bring in Brett Gibson? And he said, great communicator, passionate. Kids seem to gravitate towards him, and then he said, with a smile, average player. So that was the assessment from coach on coach as they were together in Queens. And as you said, a real nice relationship, and nothing but praise Brett has for him as well. Here's Reese over the blue line for the Canadians. Zary had it knocked off his stick, and as Team Canada goes to work in the offensive zone. Reese delivers a hit. Zary picked it up. He lost it. Under 7 minutes to go now in this third period. As Valenza knocked off the puck. Zary in, drops Reese, couldn't get it. Zary gets it back. Zary drag move through a dangerous area, but no one could get a shot away. Held in and shot from distance right on into the glove of Andre Haynauer as the Canadians have put up 6 and lead by 2. Welcome back to our coverage on TSN and NHL Network. Brian Moutrick, Craig Button with you. 6 minutes, 38 seconds remaining here in this third period. Canada up by 2, and they control off the face-off. Back to Spence, who works it into the corner. Holloway, the give and go. Holloway fires, scores! What a play. Dylan Holloway buries it, and Canada now in control. 7 on the board.
Off the face-off, and just real crisp, real decisive. That's what you do again. We saw the Dylan Cousins goal from the same spot, win the face-off, work it down low, and then Krebs. But quickly as Holloway moves the puck back down to Krebs, he's moving right back into that scoring area. Here he is here, quick pass, give it back to me. And when you move the puck down low, you turn around the defenders. They don't see the player moving in from behind, and now Holloway takes full advantage. Not an opportunity to get him in check, and he finishes perfectly.
So Dylan Holloway, a nice goal off the give and the go. The young man will play next season at the University of Wisconsin. From the AJHL, another pretty good player, Cale Makar, AJHL player, and then went to play NCAA and just won the Hobey Baker.
Well, Jacob Bernard-Docker, who was Ottawa's first-round draft pick last year, played in Okotoks with the Oilers last year, played with Dylan. So, you know, Okotoks produced a first-rounder last year, and Jacob Bernard-Docker, who is now at the University of North Dakota.
And Cale played for Brooks in the AJHL. That shot right on, stopped by Haynauer.
Brooks will be hosting the Canadian Junior A Championship this year.
And we will be there covering that game as well. Chanton back in his own zone, has to be careful and is. He'll start to play up ice. As Bard, long wrist shot, he missed by a foot. And a weird bounce and out of play. Canada up by 3 here in Umeå. Dylan Holloway right in the middle, number 10, getting in on the scoring action. 7 now for Canada, and a lot of players getting some touches and getting the offense going, Frank.
It's always nice when you can look down your bench and know that you can get scoring from multiple areas instead of hoping you can get scoring from different areas. And for Brett Gibson and the coaching staff, as you move forward, that's a real positive sign.
Drysdale for Poulin. He got a touch on it. He's got a hustle, and out to play it is Hainauer. Hainauer gives it away, and then he makes the stop. As Hainauer is going out for a cruise, nearly cost him. And Drysdale shoots it right back in. That'll be down the ice and icing. So for Team Canada, day off tomorrow, then they'll be back. And here's another look as he just fanned on that clearing attempt and gave it away.
Well, Poulin is on it, makes a quick shot to the net. Hainauer had to be pretty good to get his pad down. We're trying to get back to the net at the same time, pay attention to the shot.
So day off tomorrow for Canada. We asked Brett Gibson if he had any team building planned or an event. He said, yeah, we're going to let them be kids. We're going to go for hamburgers. We're going to let them hang out in Sweden and enjoy the experience. You know, you forget sometimes all the scouting and everything going on, and you got to enjoy yourself here as well at these tournaments.
I got to correct you here.
Okay.
Well, I should say correct you. That's not the right way to put it.
Well,
but I got to
that.
expand on this. No, I got to expand on this. It's not just a burger. It's Max's burger. It's a Max burger, okay? And Max Burger over here in Sweden is pretty big here in Umeå. So.
Well, they're known for their jazz festival. They're known for their heavy metal bands and for their hamburgers, I guess, at least in Sweden. I actually had one at the airport. They are good.
You've heard of ABBA, haven't you?
Yeah. What do you think my draft year was? I'm not that young.
Well, I thought maybe you might have seen the play or something, but
the play, okay. You know, you talked last year we were in Russia and we were in Chelyabinsk and Magnitogorsk, and some great players coming out of there. Great Sergei Makarov and Yevgeny Malkin. Patrick Sundstrom from these parts once had 8 points in a playoff game with the Devils. As the Swiss come in numbers, the backhand Barton tried to get it in front. So he had 8 points in a playoff game, then tied later by Mario Lemieux. And he had a pretty good NHL career, and now he works with youth hockey here in Umeå, so has come home to help out. He was born and bred and hockey player in these parts. Marchand sends that across ice for Knack. A little bit of space here for Tomasino. He'll drop all the way. Near circle, right in front, and Krebs had it in his skates. Couldn't get a stick on it. 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Not the prettiest performance for Team Canada, but at the end of the day, all that matters are the wins, and you learn from it, and you move on, and you get ready for the Belarusians. Sent up for Alex Newhook. Newhook, centering pass across, as Pelche could not get the puck on his stick. Cousins behind the net, Newhook in front, Pelche, and that shot, Minder got a piece as Hainauer got enough. Jobin throws it on net, Gauthier makes that stop. Here's Newhook again. From St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, and he plays in Victoria in the BCHL. Led that league in points this season. Jobin, quick strike, wrister, rebound was available. The crest of Gauthier, and play continues as Stoffel picks it up for the Swiss. That's right on, and Gauthier quickly out of the glove to his stick. He'll keep play moving. Stoffel, far boards. That shot deflected, and actually a good glove. As that was deflected, Salzgeiber spins, fires. He's got a goal in this game, but could not fool Taylor Gauthier.
I think that you had a good description of the game. It's a win for Canada. Some sloppiness. But certainly they want to clean up. by scoring throughout the forward group.
Washchuk off the draw after the puck for Canada. Back into neutral ice, and Canton works looking for the switch. There's under 2 minutes to go now. As that's brought in offside.
Yeah, you would call this a roller coaster game for Canada. The ups, the downs, some twists, some stomach curdling moments for Brett Gibson, the coach. But you get off the roller coaster and you realize, okay, that was fun for the most part. Now we got to get ready to push forward and build our game.
Shot up high that hits Foose up in the mask area, but he plays it, tries the centering pass in front. As he look for Schlapfer, who's looking for the hat-trick goal. So Gauthier looking like back-to-back wins. You have to think Nolan Meyer will get his opportunity. It's Jonathan Lemieux, the backup today in this game for Team Canada. As they control, Washchuk has it again, shoots, stop, rebound, Washchuk again. And Poulin's side of the net couldn't bury it. Poulin, Harley. He's knocked off the puck as Harley was trying to move up in the play. Knack, he blows the tire, lost it right at the Canadian blue line into the final minute. Gray protecting the puck, tries to go short side. Zari in front, and finally they'll blow the whistle as Andre Haynauer, I don't think he knew where it was, but he'll hang on for a face-off.
Well, quickly up the ice, and Legare makes a nice move again. The leverage inside and trying to get it up and over the shoulder of Haynauer. It's a good drive, push to the net.
Face-off controlled by Canada. Reese takes the body check, but he gets it in for Zary. Zary making moves on Fiddler in the corner. Tracy backs him up and comes back to neutral ice. 25 seconds to go in the hockey game. As Caden Korzak shoots it in, kind of a weird bounce. This is an older building too, so there's some funny hops here, and we talked about the glass being pretty low as well. It was built back in 1963. At that time, back then, third biggest arena in Sweden. Had some renos back in 2001. And it's been called the A3 Arena since 2017, and it's our home, one of the co-host cities. And Örnsköldsvik about an hour away. And really enjoying northern Sweden so far. Umeå is a real cool city, about 125,000 people. Nice temperatures here as well. I'd say about 10 to 12 degrees with sunshine the last few days. And it's a sunny